Okay, so we flipped the needle over, we're ready to knit. We need to figure out, first of all, which ones are knit stitches and which ones are purl stitches. If you look closely from this side, you can see that the blue stitches are wrapped in front of the white yarn, and the white stitches are wrapped behind the blue yarn. That makes the blue stitches like knit stitches, they're going to be knit, and the white stitches like purl stitches, they will be purled on this row. When we go to the first stitch, we can see this blue stitch is not really anchored by anything, so we do need to make sure that is wrapped around the white yarn before we go to make the first stitch. We're going to knit the blue stitch with the blue yarn, making sure that it's wrapped there. And then we bring both yarns to the front, and we're going to purl the white stitch with the white yarn. And that's just double knitting, gives you blue fabric on one side and white fabric on the other side. And again, I'm just continuing each stitch. Bring the yarn to the right side, knitting the blue stitches with blue, and purling the white stitches with the white. I'm going to continue to the end of the row now. We're almost there. You can see it's kind of loose and awkward, and that is perfectly normal. It is a good habit to do this cast on with smaller needles than you're going to knit with, so that will even out the tension. And a couple more stitches here. Oh, it's gotten twisted around. And when you get to the end and do the final stitch, remember that first knot we started with? We're just going to let that hang. I do leave the knot in for a couple rows until it's really anchored, but then you can just slip that out and that will be fine. And you should be able to start to see how on this side I flipped it over, so what were purl stitches from this side look like knit stitches there. And if we look on the side we were knitting on, the blue stitches here, it's kind of loose and hard to see, but they look like knit stitches, and you end up with a very nice even cast on there.